That's my goal, is to make your brand look like it gives a damn about kids. And by the way, that's your customer. Teenagers, if you want to show your friends that you have their back and they can trust you, when they're distressed, you look at them, you say, hey, I got your back. I don't know what you got going on. I don't know what you're going through, but whatever you're going through, I'm here for you no matter what. Walk away. And when I say walk away, sometimes it's literally walking away. Other times, it's just stating it, putting a period on it, and letting it be. She's heard me talk about a whole lot of stuff throughout the years. What were some things that you picked up on?
Definitely the making a statement and walking away. Something that I struggle with is asking several questions, pushing somebody to tell me what's going on. And so if I think applying that into my friendships as well as relationships with my family, it'll help me build better relationships that way.
Why do you think it's important not to ask a bunch of questions and push people? Now I want to know.
Because it can make people feel uncomfortable. It can make people feel like they're being pressured, and maybe just at the time they don't want to talk about it. It's not something that they're comfortable talking about at the moment. And if you kind of give them that space to say, hey, I'm here if you need me, if not, cool, and it makes them feel a little bit more comfortable.
That's right. That's why we say make the statement, mic drop, walk away, quit tripping, venture high school.
Yep.
Hopefully we have a safe drive home. Here's the biggest gap that I think is in all of education: social. Mm-hmm. So for example, you said it's all about the people, right? And every time I talk to anyone, it could be attorneys, doctors, lawyers, electricians, entrepreneurs, you're only as good as your relationship. So you can work hard, you can have the product, you could go and get the trade, right? Get the licenses. As me as a counselor, you can put up our degrees, but if people don't want to work with you, you're not going to be working for very long, right? No. Like building relationships and maintaining and improving relationships, that's where you really make your money. Right. The fact that we don't have relationships as core curriculum in education, it just boggles me. I'm just like, everybody in business knows that like that's the most important thing.
I feel like a huge problem is just like parent-child relationships. Like the parents just like a lot of times say, well, I'm the parent, so like, well, they use that as an excuse. Oh, I'm the parent. Oh, yeah. They never, it's like, well, the kid's a human being too. Like,
well, and we'll talk about this some other time, but my philosophy that's worked with even people that you know, I created what I call the parent-teen partnership. So if you're going to be 18 years old for the rest of your life or eternity, depending on what your beliefs are, you're going to be an equal with your kid. From the time they turn 18, forever, you're an equal with your kid. So you better start learning how to be a partner with them, because there's going to be some day when you need your diaper change and you're 8 years old, and they're not going to help you if you don't have a good relationship with them. Elderly abuse, you know what the number one cause, like the number one person that abuses the elderly are their children, their family members. So it comes full circle, right? Like, why would you want to take care of a parent who was always treating you like crap and you didn't have a partnership? So you're right. Like, if you look at your kid as they're growing up, especially through teenage years, like, this is a partner, let's work together. Well, when you work in partnerships in class, you do your part, I do my part. What happens if one person doesn't do their part? The other person, like, maybe I don't want to be your partner no more. You form the relationship, they'll do it because they trust you, but if you just tell them to do it because it's their job to do it, that doesn't fly with anybody. Why can't we create a brand that actually is specifically brandable to sponsor athletes and to work with clothing companies? So I don't want to be a nonprofit going to clothing companies and going to these companies, give us money. I want to be a nonprofit that says, be our partner. Let's partner up. I believe that we can add value to your brand and help sell more products, and you get to say that you give a damn about the kids that you're selling your products to. Because right now, most of it is like just charitable work with, it's like, hey, like, we'll give you some products, we'll kind of do this, we'll, make a little money for you. But they're not a partnership, it's a donation. I don't want a donation, I want a brand partnership. That's my goal, is to make your brand look like it gives a damn about kids. And by the way, that's your customer. Why is it important for you to be involved and help out in some way, shape, or form?
I started here. I mean, I started out, I didn't start out as a mentor. I started out as a 14-year-old girl who was really struggling, who had mommy issues, daddy issues, drug addiction, the whole 9 yards. And I literally started from the bottom, now we're here. And so this is, and so this is kind of something that's followed through with me throughout the hardest times in my life, but also gave me the ability to get through that, and that's something that I will always remember. It's something I always look back on. It's always something that's constantly with me. So if I can give back to the things that saved my life, it's really important.
For me, it's like Hillary said, to give back, but also like it's like I'm passionate about this. I could do this kind of thing for the rest of my life. You know, I could help people for the rest of my life, and this is a great avenue to do that.
I just was like, I had an idea of doing this, but you guys like fuel the ideas, you know what I mean?
It's like I feel like it's kind of a karmic thing. I'm big on like vibes, and just the vibe that I get from doing this, being like a part of this, just makes me feel out of this world happy, because it is something that everyone needs and everyone deserves.
Just selling yourself group has taught me personally, I'm sure I can speak for everybody else, how to sell yourself and how to be confident in any social situation. You know, you can take somebody with severe social anxiety and put them through a job interview or put them on camera or anything and be fine, you know.
Well, because think about it though, like, how can you sell something to someone that you wouldn't even want to buy?
Exactly.
It's like, I'm going to get this job interview, but I suck and they shouldn't hire me. Okay, almost forgot one really important thing. Why were we even doing a vlog in the first place? Well, here's the reason. For the past 7 years, we've been listening to young people, teenagers, young adults, have the most amazing conversations about drama in their life, relationships, personal struggles. See, quit tripping. We just put on social hangouts, or in other words, like social support groups for young people going through anything. It could be something severe like suicide, addictions, or it could be something like, hey man, like, I didn't get the person that I wanted. I'm having a relationship issue with my family. Whatever it is, everybody gets together, they're open, they're real, they're talking about stuff going on in their life, and then something just kind of clicks in everybody's brain. You hear other people's situation, you relate to their stories, and then all of a sudden you figure out different ways to how to handle your own life struggles. Pretty simple, but it works every single time. So we thought, let's document what we're doing to give every single one of you the opportunity to learn new ways to invent it, like new creative ideas, how to get out of difficult circumstances. Subscribe to our channel, subscribe to our podcast. We got a radio show that we do every single Tuesday night, and I think you're going to be pretty surprised on all the cool stuff you learn without us even teaching you anything, because no one wants to be told what to do. We just want to feel it.